Hola, buenos días chicos. I hope you're all alright. Espero que estéis fenomenales. Can you please make sure you've got the worksheet for your final task? Otherwise you just need some paper and a pen for the beginning of the lesson. So, based on last lesson, you've got two halves to this starter. The first half is your green learning objective, using se puede or se pueden plus infinitive. And the second half is your red learning objective from last lesson, which was to use superlatives, which is when we're talking about the biggest, the best, the worst, the smallest, like the extreme ends of something. All you've got to do is translate sentences 1 to 5 in each. And I recommend you spend no more than 6 or 7 minutes on this. Think about the places mentioned. They're all to do with town and the adjectives used for the superlatives to see how it would naturally translate into a superlative. Come back for the answers when you're ready. The answers are as follows. Se puede, se pueden plus infinitive translates to you can. So you can eat in a cafe, you can go to the park. The reason why number 3 was se pueden is because water sports is plural, so actividades náuticas. So it's like me gusta, me gustan. Me gusta el chocolate, me gustan los chocolates. Singular and plural. For using superlatives, these would be your answers. The biggest park, el parque más grande. El restaurante más delicioso. It all has to agree. So if your noun is singular, then your adjective needs to be singular. So for number 3 and 5, for example, the prettiest beaches, that's feminine plural, so las playas más bonitas. And then number 5, los cafés más antiguos. Lovely. Okay, so today is all about las direcciones, so giving directions, but your objective for today is to find out where someone is going using directions in Spanish. You will have these in your knowledge organizer for module 5. Make sure you pause the video to make as many notes as you need. Okay, so let's have a look at these nuevos lugares, new places. So we have el zoo. When we have a Z in Spanish, it kind of has a TH pronunciation, so el zoo. La estación de tren, la catedral, el parque de atracciones, el minigolf, la pista de karting. We've already seen this phrase before, la pista de, but it ended with something else. See if you can match them up to A to F, nice and quick, and come back for the answers. Okay, so hopefully you have found these as your answers. So, el parque de atracciones, a theme park. El zoo, does what it says on the tin, hey? El minigolf, exactly the same, it's a cognate. La pista de karting, so go-karting ring, go-karting track. La catedral is a cathedral. And then la estación de tren is a train station. So they're all very similar to English if you think about it. Right, moving on to these directions. Based on the photos below and the Spanish that is underneath them, I'd like you to translate the directions. When you are finished, come back for the answers. Okay, so G, let's start there first. Sigue todo recto. Go straight on. H, dobla a la derecha. Turn right. Dobla a la izquierda. Turn left. Toma la primera a la derecha. Take the first right. Or you could say take the first on the right. You could have 2 ways of saying that. And that would be the same for K, but it is the second on the left. La segunda a la izquierda. L, cruza la plaza. Cross the plaza or the square. M, está a la derecha. And N is está a la izquierda. It's on the right and it's on the left because we're talking about location. So we're not going to say es, it's está. And what you'll notice is that they're all very direct and blunt in the translation, like go, turn, take, cross. That's because it is in the imperative, and this is when you go to give an instruction or a command. And the way it is formed is we use the third person in the present tense. That's all you do. One thing I'd like to point out here about the Spanish for H and I, is that it's more natural in Spanish to say gira. They wouldn't really say dobla, but you would be understood if you said that. But for this lesson, I'm going to be using gira, which also means turn. Okay, so you have got a live listening now, and I am going to read out 4 places and directions, and in English, I would like you to note down the key points of the directions and the final destination. So, ¿a dónde voy? Where am I going? I will read it out first, then I will show you what I have spoken and read it for a second time. Then you can pause the video and then you can move on. So number 1, gira a la derecha y luego toma la segunda derecha. La pista de karting está a la derecha. Gira a la derecha y luego toma la segunda a la derecha. La pista de karting está a la derecha. Número 2. Sigue todo recto y toma la primera a la derecha. Sorry, that should have been izquierda. I will start number 2 again. Sigue todo recto y toma la primera a la izquierda. El minigolf está a la derecha. Sigue todo recto y toma la primera a la izquierda. El minigolf está a la derecha. Número 3. Es más difícil, número 3. Gira a la izquierda y gira a la izquierda otra vez. Cruza la plaza y el zoo está a la izquierda al lado de la catedral. Gira a la izquierda y gira a la izquierda otra vez. Cruza la plaza y el zoo está a la izquierda al lado de la catedral. Number 4 is your last one, and it is slightly harder again, and it's longer as well. Number 4 starting now. Quiero ir al parque de atracciones y necesito la estación de tren. Las direcciones son: cruza la plaza y sigue todo recto. Gira a la derecha y toma la segunda a la derecha. La estación de tren está a la derecha. Quiero ir al parque de atracciones y necesito la estación de tren. Las direcciones son: cruza la plaza y sigue todo recto. Gira a la derecha y toma la segunda a la izquierda. La estación de tren está a la derecha. Spend some time just reading these and then we'll go on to the answers. Okay, so hopefully you have got these as your answers. So, ¿a dónde voy? Where am I going? So number 1, I have translated it word for word here, but the general gist of what you should have got was turn right, then take the second on the right, and then the go-karting track, so that's our final destination, go-karting track, is on the right. Number 2, go straight on, take the first on the left, and the final destination is mini golf on the right. Slightly harder was number 3, turn left and left again. Otra vez is what again means. Cross the plaza or the square, and the final destination is the zoo, not the cathedral. I was just saying that the zoo is next to the cathedral. And number 4, this was our longest one. I was saying how I want to go to the theme park. So that's my final destination. But first of all, I need the train station. Necesito la estación de tren. The directions are cross the plaza or square and continue straight on, or go straight on. Turn right and take the second on the left. The train station is on the right. Okay, so this is your final task, guys, which is a reading. You have got 2 texts, A and B. Your green task is to draw where they are going. So read through everything. And then you've basically got to draw a map. So, vamos a ir al parque acuático mañana. They're going to a parque, but it's acuático. So, sounds a bit like aqua. They'll give you a clue as to what a parque acuático is. Quedamos enfrente del parque acuático a las 11. So, this is just more information. And then from here, desde la estación de autobuses, that's where you would start drawing your map. And then you've got this one to draw a map with directions. Your red challenge is to find the Spanish for. Opposite bus station, then football match in front of and stadium. There are 3 from this text and 3 from that text. Please submit your work following your teacher's instructions. If you're with myself, Miss Henton, I'd like you to upload it to Teams. Any emails, get in contact with your teacher. And we'll see each other soon. Adios.